In this week's video, I'm going to be talking about my lazy eye. There's lots of different reasons why some people have a lazy eye. Some people are born with it, but my lazy eye is due to a brain injury. In 2007, I suffered a spinal cord injury and acquired a brain injury. I damaged my temporal lobe and the optic nerve in my brain. My brain injury affects my eyesight. So half of the outside of my right eye is blind. And the reason why I place the camera further to the left than to the right is because of my lazy eye and the blind eye. Because if I was to put the camera further this way, I wouldn't be able to see it. I would only be able to see about half of it. And also what I notice is when I am doing things that involves me looking further to the right, my lazy eye tends to wander in, and I don't really know why it does that. I used to be really self-conscious about my lazy eye. I was constantly paranoid that people were looking at it or people were judging me or I was going cross-eyed without realizing it. But now I am really used to it. It doesn't bother me now. And if I want to make somebody laugh, I just make my lazy eye go cross-eyed. I do know that I can make my eyes move around separately, but I haven't quite figured out how it is that I can do that. I've only noticed when I look back at videos that my eyes do that sometimes, but haven't figured out exactly how I do it. One of the big things that my lazy eye affects is reading. So when I'm reading a book, I can't see every single word. So when I'm reading, I can only see word to word. So the first word, the second word, the third word, and so on, which makes my reading a lot slower, as well as the brain injury, which does affect my reading, as well as comprehension and thought process, and pretty much everything that you would think about and do on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes when I'm doing things that involves my hands doing a lot of things, or my brain really focusing on something, such as DIY craft projects and stuff like that, it's very difficult to do it when my lazy eye is just sort of wanting to move around and say, okay, I want to be over here now, and now it wants to go over there. Very distracting when I can see everything twice. For the last 9.5, almost 10 years, I've been able to see everything twice, which can get very distracting, but I have taught myself to only focus from this eye. So if I look directly ahead and close my right eye, there is no difference as to what I can see because my left eye is the dominant eye. But that just means that I only have to pay for contacts for my left eye. My right eye doesn't need it. Sometimes when I'm downtown and I have little kids staring at me, I either pull a funny face, stick out my tongue, or make my eye go cross-eyed. And this either freaks them out or makes them laugh. So either way, it's fun. Sometimes if I'm drawing, my lazy eye gets in the way. And to fix that, sometimes I just have to close my right eye so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I do get a lot of eye strain, and I wear glasses and I wear contact lenses, so that usually fixes it. If you have a lazy eye, please do not feel embarrassed about it. Have you ever heard of Russell Howard? He has a lazy eye and he is a comedian.
I used to get bullied when I was little, right? Really bad because I had a lazy eye. And I've had an operation, but it's still bad. Look at the camera. I used to get picked on really bad.
Look at him. He's obsessed with his nose. Who said that? Which one of you said that?
He pokes fun at his own problems, and that is probably the best way that you can go about it. So if you feel insecure about it, make jokes about it. If somebody points it out, just say, yeah, but I bet you can't make one eye go cross-eyed. And that's just what I do. If anybody says, oh, you've got a lazy eye, I'll be like, yeah, so can you do any tricks with your eye? I can. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.